Can you see it?
Not yet.
I hear you. Pennington. Have you returned, Captain? At long last, will you free me?
What happens if we do?
I will crawl and climb and knock, and the captain will taste his own medicine.
You're Deborah, right? Pennington had you arrested and clapped you in chains.
A broken bottle, locked away, forgotten, down in the dark. Lift the heavy chains from her, free me.
If we do, will you talk with us?
This is useless! Bad timing.
The chains are coming undone. This is your chance. I can see the weaker links. Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her!
You are all to blame for this!
Her last strike weakened the chains. Free her! I can see the weaker links. Call on me, Red. The chains are coming undone. This is your chance. I can see the weaker links. Call on me, Red.
I'll kill you! They will be the next!
She must have a weakness. Strike weaken the chains. Free her! I can see the weaker links.
Release her!
So long I feel the light.
Where did you go? I'll train you once I've cleared the dead man. you saying?
Focus on my voice. Let me out! Over here.
Where did you go?
Focus on my voice. Free me!
Where are you in there?
Over here.
Thing. Where did you go?
This way!
I've got you.
I'll kill you, and they will be the next!
Call on me, Red. I can see the weaker links.
Lift these chains from me!
Call on me, Red. I can see the weaker links.
You are all to blame for this!
Call on me, Red. It's coming after anything standing in its way. Find me!
The darkness, it devours me. Eats me.
Lead me to you! Come at me, I'll beat you all.
The chains. They dig through my bones.
Lead me to you!
damn chains!
I see. What are you in there?
Focus on my voice.
Wrong one. I need a sign!
This way! Let me out! Ask for help if you need it.
Tied to the pit, to the rock, to the pain!
I can see the weaker links.
Bad timing.
They will know the pit! You run in vain!
I can see the weaker links.
The darkness! It calls to me!
I don't think I'm harming this thing. Get this next time.
Lift these chains from me!
I can see the weaker links.
It's over. Go in peace.
No peace, no pardon, naught but darkness and decay.
No. All this must stop and you must stop it.
Dark decay and the maddest words of the worst of men.
Whose words? Pennington's?
The worst of men.
When the maddening silence becomes the darkest night, the faintest voice is welcome as the dawn.
Deborah.
enough minds for a lifetime. Can we go now? What was that thing?
A puppeteer. Every dead thing we've met was controlled by its anguish. Sebastian especially. The miners were wronged, but the woman Pennington locked up is at the root of it all. So what now?
Helen's grip on power was already fragile when we found out that her husband was a spy.
Is Pennington any more trustworthy? He let everyone suffer so he wouldn't have to face his own cruelty.
But eventually, we'll get to take sides.
What is it?
The rush after the fight. It'll pass.
It's Sebastian, isn't it? You know I'm me, right? That I'm no puppet.
Aye.
Do you, though?
Aye. My head may say different, but I know it in my heart. Fresh air. At last.
You did well down there, young man.
Thank you, Master.
Stay exactly where you are.
What do you hope to gain?
I'll bring back the little discipline for a start.
Why, this is mutiny.
It is justice. Justice long denied.
Wait!
Thought you'd been killed in the mines.
Soon will all lie dead in the mines.
Neither one more word nor a move from you.
The mines are cleansed of their madness, which is more than I can say for this room.
You banished the thing in a pit. Truly, it's gone.
Aye, the puppeteer is no more. The siege is lifted. Don't get excited. You're still up to your neck in shite. You've still to answer for what you did, and what you did not.
I do not answer to civilians, nor to mutineers.
You will answer to the dead.
Once a woman in chains cried out and you did not listen. This is why you're cursed. Confess. Your future and the future of many depends on it.
I'll confess there is no future. I'll confess I led us here to make our final stand. And we still stand. To that I'll confess, and claim the credit.
We fall one by one.
Then we weep, we rage, but we stay loyal and true. Even the widows must stay true.
In fear you dither while folk die. Soldiers will not long stay loyal to a coward.
I do not fear a future already written. The die is cast. I dither not. I hold. I hold and watch the end unfold.
There's more to this. An older guilt. A deeper fear.
Captain, why did you send Sebastian Priest down the mine?
I knew quarantine would be trying. A competent commander was required to keep order, keep them alive long enough to recover. I chose my lieutenant. I erred. He was not competent. All died. Your husband was no hero, Mrs. Priest.
You murdered him and now you take his honour too. Another nail in your well-earned coffin, Captain.
So Helen, thing is...
Not now. She's not ready.
We return with answers to find you in full mutiny. Why now, Helen?
Sebastian returned, disturbed. I thought he'd left you dead in the mines. Your mission had failed. I could no longer wait.
You may be to blame for the tragedy in the mines, Pennington, or you may not. But the puppeteer wanted you dead. Some years back, you accused a local woman of witchcraft. You locked her up. The puppeteer was quite angry about that.
At last the die stopped rolling and my number has come up. I'll tell it now. I'll tell it all.
You accused a woman of witchcraft. If it were not slander, why can you not face her?
There was no slander. It was true. She was corrupt. She was evil. And she was the school teacher. Someone had to think of the children.
It's horse shit, but he seems to believe it. We're getting closer to the truth.
You clapped her in irons and threw her in jail. You took her humanity. You recognized her in the puppeteer, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Puppeteer? That's what was in the mines, wasn't it? And you knew, didn't you? How long? For how long have you known?
What I know and you do not would fill a library.
Helen is misguided. Under Sebastian's malign influence, she will remain so. Yet Pennington is little better. Which way do you lean?
Though you and your pistol mean well, Mrs. Priest, you do not understand the power that guides you.
Do what you must, and face the consequences. Cast the die.
I will. You failed, Captain. As an officer, as a man. You brought a curse upon the people of New Eden. No. The fort needs a leader without blood on her hands. I'll do it. I'll place the blame where it belongs. How Marif, how Gunja.
Life to the living.
Death to the dead.
When has a man seen and done too much? As a soldier, a leader, a father.
Down with tyranny. Justice prevails. If we are to survive, there is much to do, and survive we shall. For the record, beyond that door, Captain Pennington was tried and executed for his crimes.
We did what was needed. The story you tell is up to you. Looks like the nightmare's curse is lifted here.
Job done. You look troubled. What occupies you?
I would ask you a question. I should not, but I must ask it. I must know.
Are you wondering where I sent Joffrey?
I rather hope he went to heaven, but no, that's not my question. I cannot help but wonder if, in the end, Joffrey forgave me. By right, that's between himself and God. What I must know is sometimes I think God keeps too many secrets.
Joffrey seemed at peace. He asked only that you finish the portrait.
I wish to do right by him. I would gladly finish the painting, but...
All right, all right. What do you need? I'll try to find it.
Charcoal would do it. Ink, if you can find it.
Charcoal. Ink. The things I do for... I should go.
I'll wish you luck, if you believe in it.
So where on God's green earth are we going to find art supplies?
There must be at least one merchant in New Eden that have some.
Howling in the fog. Jacob and Benedict's Valley.
Maybe.
Jacob can't come back, can he?
No. But if it makes you feel better, we can go and check.
Think I used to count my wolf kills with one hand.
That's no wolf. No scourge neither.
These are Jacob and Ben's trapping grounds, but I sense no stains. We keep looking.
The fog is back, but it can't be Ben Stoughton's doing.
Nor Jacob Lynn's. So, something else. Let's find the source. The descent is too steep with the fog. Cross the bridge. The path is easier there.
Who there, corrupted weeds? Farewell, weed. Spectre nearby. Big one. I'll summon it now.
Show your shape in flesh!
Look to me.
Close, you bastard!
Where do you think you're going?
How many buds that thing have? Hey! More fun!
Move it. Can't outrun a ghost. This isn't over yet.
Why do I get the feeling that we're so ducks? That corpse is taking aim.
This might hurt.
Oh, I don't like this.
Make a run for it! Go to attack!
Bending the rules, are we?
Don't just stand there. Move!
Piss off! Got this on for size.
knows what lurks in this thing. Let me guide us.
I do not like that.
Wolves can't survive in this fog.
So it's worse than a wolf. Good news.
What carnage.
I really don't like that.
Look to me. Just an unusually large wolf after all.
Certainly seemed unusually murderous. Let's look around. Jacob died right here. I think of him at times.
Yes, so do I.
Claw marks. Whatever disemboweled this poor chap was much bigger than a wolf.
No spectral traces. No spectral presence at all, as far as I can tell.
Blood. Fresh.
Someone took refuge here and was attacked on their way out.
Someone's been here. Or Jacob, with him being dead.
Whoever it was, they left nothing useful behind.
Footprints.
They lead to the cliff face. No human could climb that.
Footprints.
They lead to the cliff face. No human could climb that.
Slammed against the rock. Hard enough to kill it.
No spectral traces.
Oh, summing up. Someone took refuge here. Was attacked. A massacre of wolves caused the fog, but of whatever did the killing, there is no trace.
Not a ghost, nor a spectre. Something with an uncanny climbing ability. Well, I'm stumped.
I suppose some mysteries are never solved.
Stay put.
Ask for help if you need it.
Ghostly voice. We may have found our victim. A very broken strongbox. Empty of its train band payroll.
Our messenger was also carrying money, and it's gone.
Who's there? Help me! Help me, please! I know you! You're the Scudder boy! Help me up! Help me up there! Come, boy! There's blood, but I'm not so badly hurt. What are you doing? Put that blade away, boy! No! No! No!
The rock didn't kill him, nor the water. The Scudder boy finished the job.
And robbed him blind.
Letters for Fort Jericho.
If the victim was only passing through, how did the killer know what he was carrying?
A dead messenger. A missing payroll. And a single name.
Young Scudder didn't seem the type. Then again, they rarely do.
He left me hanging from a tree. He's definitely the type. Jane?
Squire Paris was all I had in this. That's all I have to. An angry spirit haunts the woods. His body lies nearby.
So?
Yes, in the woods. I need his.
All right. May I see your wares?
You may even buy them, if you have the coin.
May I see your wares?
You may even.
I'll leave you then.
This would be a better book if it had pictures in. Better still if I knew how to read.
Who might you be?
Credence Scudder, sir. At your service, sir.
The boy is shrouded in spectral stains. There's a ghost at work here.
Scudder? Are you brother to beloved Scudder?
Oh, no, nothing like that. He's my cousin.
There are two Scudder boys.
And who are you? Your lordship?
I'm the Banisher, Red McCraith. And while I welcome your civility, you may call me Red.
The Banisher that saved us from the beast! You, your lordship, are a hero.
Is your cousin around?
I've not seen him in a while. Maybe he's gone to the woods, the safe part. He does that.
What did he do in the woods?
Checking his traps, I suppose. Not that there's much game. I wish he wouldn't leave me.
Mr. Scudder, I suspect a haunting.
A haunting? Like a ghost? As in, right here? That's terrible. But who could have... You don't think beloved is... Can't be. It just can't be. It's not beloved, is it? Did my cousin die?
Your cousin is fine, I think. For now.
Oh, good.
I'll need to search your house.
Yes, of course. If you think it important.
I'll go.
If there's anything...
He's so naive, he didn't imagine he could be haunted.
Beloved's father was a killer on the run, on his way to New Eden.
A bad man but a good father? Seems unlikely.
Beloved fears himself doomed to repeat his father's mistakes.
He probably will. The apple falls close to the tree. There's nothing more to find here.
Huh? You, prying Scots busybody! Who died and made you constable?
Easy now, Scudder. Your cousin gave me permission to come in.
Credence means everything he says, and thinks everyone else does too. What do you want?
I'm investigating a haunting. Your haunting, as a matter of fact. I don't yet know whose ghost it is, but it'll have good reason to linger.
There's no beast here. Get out of my house.
No need to be so defensive. What are you hiding, Mr. Scudder?
No, you're trying to bewilder me. Out with you, out of my house.
Your father's son. You must worry you'll repeat his many mistakes.
How do you know? Leave me be. You can't do this to us.
From your demeanor, I'm guessing it was your first time. Killing a man, I mean.
No! I dare not! I can't! No! Please! Go!
Enough!
Oh, fuck. Oh, retribution is this?
Son.
Oh no! They hanged the old man! They hanged old Jed! The light is doomed! I too shall swing!
You must be the boy's father.
My son is innocent.
I'm Antea Duarte, and this is Red McWraith. We are Banishers.
Look to Credence.
What of Credence? Why should we look to him?
He was a hellion as a baby, and no mistake. Especially after his mum and dad died, and we took him in. I thought him an odd child. But he were happy with my Mary, and sweet too. She loved him. He's a bad un, and probably always was. He hides it better than any rogue, just as he hides the sharpness of his wit.
Why send him to New Eden, then?
Mary thought to take the boys as far from Bristol as she could go. In the colonies, so went her thinking, she could raise 2 good and honest men. But without her guiding hand, 'tis clear that Credence bent beloved, crooked.
Are you sure Credence is guilty? It seems far-fetched.
I have watched him on his own, unseen. I know about him, for I am one of them, and I tell you with no doubt, so is he.
What do you want, Ghost? Why have you come?
Beloved is my boy.
Yes, we get that. Good of you to visit. Why have you come?
We lived in Bristol. Barely. Shared a leaky room with other lodgers. All were ill all the time. My wife deserved better. We all did. I gathered every shilling I could and sent the boy, his mother and his cousin to the colonies. Beloved's my son, and now he's grown. I'll make sure he straightens up.
What happened to his mother?
Mary were with child when she set sail for New Eden. She refused to raise another baby in bloody Bristol. Neither of them survived that first winter. Beloved and Credence were left alone. I sent my family away to give them better lives. I failed. But not all is lost. I can yet save my son from the corruption of his wily cousin Credence. It takes a bad un to catch a bad un, and that's how I know Credence is vicious. He has a hiding place in the woods. There you'll find the proof.
Where exactly? How shall we know this hiding place?
There's a small wood cabin, but well hid, west of here, on the heights.
A wooden cabin hidey hole, west, got it.
We'll investigate Credence.
I speak the truth. You'll see it.
But Beloved just learned of his father's death. Maybe we should go to him before searching Credence's hide.
Someone's lying.
Maybe everyone's lying.
So, we'll find out who.
He's dead. He's really dead. They hanged him, didn't they?
Aye, they did. Condolences.
Keep him. Jed was a bad father and a bad man. The world's a better place without him. Am I haunted by his ghost?
You tell me. Why would the ghost of your criminal father appear now? Why would he blame Credence?
You're the Banisher. You ask him. Better yet, you send him away.
Jed suggested we have a word with Credence. Any idea where he might be?
You shouldn't listen to my old man. He was not with us, never was. Leave Credence be. My cousin didn't. He's not... Look, if there's bad blood, 'tis mine. I'm evil to the marrow.
A man who stands up for his kin can't be all bad.
What does it matter if badness is in his blood? Do what you must. I'll not run. I'll face my fate, whatever it may be.
Did you kill the messenger?
In my dreams, I see him drowning. His death weighs heavy upon me. I wish to think of him no more. Forget it! Forget the whole thing.
Strange that Beloved talked of the drowning, but not the stabbing.
Either way, he fears he's a killer like his father.
That ship has sailed. The son has become the father.
Well then, we'll find Credence's forest hiding hole and learn what's what.
Fine day for a walk, sir.
There's a cabin up on that bluff there.
Credence's hide, perhaps.
specter's seen a corpse and it wants it for its own. Get out of there! I have another in sight.
That's not good. Have some of that. To this one. You're done.
Thank me later.
Have some of this.
Time for me to shine. Credence knew that Jed was hanged. He kept the news from Beloved.
Was he manipulating Beloved? Seems that way.
I'd started to think Jed Scudder had made it up. A plantation in the West Indies. Planned down to the purchase price. Wasn't the train band to be paid in silver? Quite the library for a man who can't read.
We've learned enough.
Jed was right. Credence is cleverer than he pretends. He reads and writes and plans ambitious plans.
A plantation needs a lot of coin. The silver connects him to the payroll robbery.
The cousins are close. Beloved could be tricking with us too. We need to talk to the Scudder boys.
They're arguing. See if you can eavesdrop.
We must confess. Beg for mercy.
I will not hang.
I can't carry the burden.
You can. And you will. Soon we'll put it behind us. New Eden. Everything.
I cannot put it behind me. I bashed a man's brains in. I must fess it.
No. I'll say you stabbed Askell's man and killed you in self-defense. As the Father, so the Son, they'll say, as they hang your corpse.
No!
What the? Jed? No one move. Including you, Jed.
Thank God you're here, Mr. McRae.
Nobody bloody talk either, until we sort this out.
What are you waiting for? Are you not going to take care of that ghost?
Credence, you knew the postman was stabbed. How did you know it?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I knew it. I never mentioned it.
Surely you did. You must have.
Credence. The Scudder boy.
The Scudder boy plays the fool. Plays us all for fools.
Sir, you have it wrong. I swear it.
You needed money for your plantation in the West Indies. When the postman passed with a payroll, you took your chance. Beloved was not given to violence, so when he fled the scene, you followed the man and finished him off. You let Beloved believe himself guilty, but the plan was yours from start to finish. The dead man's blood is on your hands.
But I never... Well, wouldn't you? You're no angel. You're no sheriff neither. So what are you gonna do about it?
Credence.
How? Oh, don't act the startled fawn, beloved. You're up to your neck in this too.
Credence Scudder, you and your cousin are haunted by the ghost of your Uncle Jed. That ends now. Credence Scudder, a malignant manipulator, you killed a man in cold blood and tried to lay the murder on your cousin. With the least of your many mischiefs, you brought the tormented soul of an anguished father back from the dead.
Sir, please, please, sir. I beg of you.
Pah! That soft shite will work on me no more. Time to cut the bad from you. See what's left.
This is unfair. I deserve the world. A curse upon you. He's dead. You've killed him. What is wrong with you? Get out of my house, murderer. No.
Leave him to his grief. It's a bad day to be Beloved Scudder.